Nate said you were the first team to contact him. What was it in him you saw that maybe he could produce where maybe he hasn't had the
I mean, it's hard not to remember Nate McLeod in 2007, 2008, the first part of 2009. He's battled injuries, battled expectations, and our guys still saw the athlete, they still saw the raw power, they still saw the guy that loves to play the game of baseball. And as we looked at some numbers behind the numbers, we felt like he was a very good guy to add some outfield depth to us. And obviously the person speaks for himself.
What will be his role?
There's going to be a lot of the bats to be had around the outfield. Andrew obviously is our cornerstone in center field. We're excited about Jose, excited about Alex and what they can do, but to bring a quality fourth into that mix, not necessarily saying Nate's the fourth outfielder, but to bring a quality guy into that mix to carry some weight in case of injury, in case of struggles, but also to give guys days off. We need to be careful about running these guys into the ground, and Clint's great about that. But to give ourselves a legitimate major league outfielder, which is what we feel Nate is, it just adds depth to the organization. We talked earlier in the meetings about trying to, maybe our best approach is to add depth to the organization, to add another legitimate major league player to that mix in the outfield. But there'll be plenty of at-bats for all the guys.
That said, do you envision Presley getting the first chance to start?
Yeah, I mean, sitting here today, and we talked with Nate's agent about this. We're looking forward to Tavi and right, looking forward to Presley and left, and Andrew obviously again the cornerstone in center field. But there's going to be a lot of at-bats. There's going to be a lot of play appearances, and they'll feed off each other. Clint will mix and match the lineup as he feels appropriate for that night's game, and there's going to be a lot of playing time to be shared among those four guys.
When you add somebody like Eric, you're not only adding just a lefty, but a lefty who can strike a lot of guys out. What can that add to a staff that has a lot of pitch to contact people? Is that something that you considered?
We did. We love power arms and strike people out, get ground balls and throw balls in, throw pitches over the plate, but don't walk a lot of guys. That's the easiest format. You find a guy that can do all four of those things, you got a pretty good pitcher on your hands. Eric does a lot of that well. When he's healthy, he's a very effective major league starting pitcher. He's battled injuries, but we thought it was a worthwhile risk to add a guy with upside to our rotation, to add a guy that seems to be on the bounce back, and to add a guy that can take the baseball and give us a legitimate chance to win every time he handles the baseball and every time he takes the mound for us.
He has a fairly extensive